less than 90. All right, word problems with two statements of equality. All right, we've basically done these. All right, you could probably do this one by yourself, but let's do it together. Together, Charles and Nell picked 92 quarts of berries. If Charles picked 6 more quarts than Nell picked, how many quarts did each of them pick? So I know you guys can write this equation here. Charles and Nell picked 92 quarts of berries. Raise your hand if you can write that equation. Jeremiah? No? Okay. David? Yep, C plus N equals 92. Okay, the second one, Charles picked 6 more than Nell. So the way I do these is who has less? Every time. Who has less? Yep, Charles picked 6 more than Nell. So Nell has less. That is who you add to make them equal. Whoever has less adds 6, and that is equal to the other one, okay? Now we can solve this one by substitution. It is set up really nicely because the C is by itself. So I'm just going to plug this in for C in this equation. So I have N plus 6 plugged in for C, and then plus N equals 92. N plus N is 2N, and at the same time I'm going to subtract 6. So that gives me 86. Divide by 2 is 43. So this would be quarts of berries. Okay, come back over to where the C is by itself. Plug in the 43 for the N. And we get 49 for C. Quarts of berries. Okay. Okay. The number of girls in Marvin's class exceeded the number of boys by 11. If there were 37 pupils in the class, how many were girls and how many were boys? So for the first equation that they have up there, okay, number of girls exceeded the number of boys by 11. Who has less? Boys. That is what you are going to add to make it equal. Okay. And then we have, there were 37 pupils. Raise your hand if you can write that equation for me. Yep, Giselle. B plus G equals 37. I am not going to solve this one. Okay, just substitution, right? And you're good to go. Plug that in. Okay. The sum of two numbers is 98. The difference of the same two numbers is 40. What are the numbers? So I'm pretty sure you can write this one. The sum of two numbers is 98. Raise your hand if you can write that equation. Hanifa? Yes, only let's use X and Y. Use like two different variables because N and N is the same number, but like two different ones, okay? X and Y. So X plus Y is 98. There's a sum, right? Now we have a new one that we have not done, okay? The difference of the same two numbers is 40. What do you think difference means? Like in general? Yeah, so it's the same thing but minus. The difference of those two numbers is 40, okay? Sum, just add them. Difference, subtract. Now, all the other ones were set up really nice for substitution, but this one is set up really nice for which process? Elimination, because the y's cancel right away, okay, when you add down. And let me tell you, this is where everyone messes up. They do this. What happened right here? Yeah. What is 1x plus 1x, everyone? All right, that is like the most common error. Always add x plus x and make it 2x, okay? Then I'm going to add 98 and 40, which gives me 138. Then I'm going to divide by 2. What is that, you guys? 69? I think so. Okay, so we get 69. Plug that into either equation. Let's say I go back to this one right here. X plus y is 98. So 69 plus y equals 98. Subtract 69 from both sides. Like that. Hey, that'd be 29 equals y. Okay? All right, so difference, just subtract. For that one, I would do elimination. All right, this part is new. Pay attention. Okay, write down notes on this one. The ratio of two numbers is 5 to 4. That is definitely new. And then the sum of the numbers is 63. You could do that one. All right, the ratio of two numbers is 5 to 4. So you guys, ratio, when you hear that word, like what other words come to mind? Fraction. Fraction's a good one, okay? The ratio of two numbers is 5 to 4. I usually just do x and y, okay? X over y, anytime, okay? The ratio or the fraction of two numbers is 5 to 4. In other words, these two numbers that I'm going to get will reduce to 5/4, okay? That's how you write that one. Now we have the sum of the numbers is 63. The sum of the numbers is 63. Just looks like that, okay? What do we do with these crazy fractions? Well, we cross multiply. So we don't have fractions anymore. So I'm going to do x times 4 is 4x, and 5 times y is 5y. So 4x equals 5y, okay? Now, a lot of people try to isolate one of the variables here and do substitution. If you do that, you get fractions, and it's a real pain, okay? I would do substitution by subtracting one of these variables, okay? So x is equal to 63 minus y, and then I would plug that in here, and then I would solve, okay? If you guys want to watch me solve, or you think you're probably good, right? Just plug in, good to go. All right, find one variable and then the other. Let's try some whiteboards, you guys. That's it.